So I was always an avid podcast listener for the last couple of years. And in some point in place, I stopped. And I stopped taking notes on my notebook that I have here. And I just wanted to share a couple of things that I've written down over the years, and that how they kind of apply with ourselves and with romantic relationships and with our family, with our friends. Um, but I think it's really, really important to recognize these things first, right? Before taking initiative and making change. Um, One of the things that I have written down here is how we all need to encourage difficult conversations with having the intention to set up an environment that is for learning and growing. What does that mean? It means that you need to be intentional about making sure that it is a safe space where you can allow or present something that is non-judgmental, but yet are able to be transparent with somebody about the true reality of things. Because truth hurts. The truth hurts. It ain't easy. It's not a reality we want to accept at times. And one of the three things that I remember writing down from this episode that I was listening to was how we start off at like and then we jump to love. Where in this chain process, in the middle, you have learning. And it takes a good time to learn something or someone, right? Especially yourself. Now, what I'm implying here is that a lot of the times, like myself, I would go from like to love, and I would go back and forth. After loving or after getting to love, I'd be learning this person, and that at times it was difficult for me to accept that that was love. And I don't know if any of you have had any type of resembling in experiences that you could talk about that's like that. But yeah, I think the really, really important part that you can also have within yourself and having this is learning is the missing link between like and love, which I made sure to talk about that as well, right? I think there's always that missing link is learning, um, because we do jump from like to love, whether it be with ourselves, right? Or whether it be with our romantic partners, with family, with friends. And we're not doing it correctly. I wasn't doing it correctly, or I haven't yet done it correctly. And that's something that I never knew what was missing, but I felt that something was missing in the process of loving myself and also loving, you know, the people in my past relationships. Um, I think I've learned more in the most recent relationship that I had. I learned more about them before I even got to choose love. Um, and I'm proud of that, because that's a big step that I took that sometimes we struggle with, and maybe some of us haven't had the chance or opportunity to reach that place yet, and you will. Just being intentional about it, like I previously said. Um, but for you to learn, right, you need to encourage difficult conversations. But there needs to be intention. And this intention has to be about making the environment for learning and growing. It needs to be safe. for yourself and for others. But take initiative of that as well. Because as much as we don't want to hurt others, I guarantee you encouraging these difficult conversations will only improve and fortify the bonds that you have in your life. And I think that is really, really important. I plan on doing more of these. I'll probably call them podcast note number 1. And I want to be persistent with this video thing. I want to make sure that I'm reaching out, and hopefully I'm able to connect with people and also find some kind of balance with this whole, sharing experience. But I think it's helping me for sure. It could help me and it will help me, but definitely need to be persistent. Need to be clear about my goal of being consistent and showing up. Just showing up for myself, more importantly, and then showing up for y'all. Because in some way, shape, or form, somebody will resonate, or somebody will resonate with what I might be sharing. So I appreciate y'all. Remember, you are enough, you are loved, and you are appreciated. See you guys soon.